Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I am Maddie, and I don't have a niche. I have opinions. Today, I'm going to be switching gears a bit and talking about characters. Um, so as most of you know, I've been working on a WRP. Oh, I'm running a little behind, so I'm actually having like a snack because I woke up an hour later, so that threw me behind. So I do apologize for being late. I said I was going to come on at like 2 on Central, and I'm gonna have to apologize. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm done. So today, I want to talk about Carson. Now, Carson is one of the main four protagonists of Unfriendly Black Mutants. So, of Unfriendly Black Mutants, and I have talked about her briefly about how she had an accident that led to her losing an arm. That led to her losing an arm and had to be replaced with a bionic. I'm just gonna get one more slice. I mean cheesecake. It's like chocolate cheesecake that I got from the Aldi's. It's really good. It's chocolate so. And so it was very apologize. Um, okay, I have a cover, so I can leave it alone for now. Okay, I am back. Okay, I'm back and I'm focused. So, as I said, she had an accident that she lost her arm, had to replace by a bionic. That part I haven't quite figured out shit is coming. So today what I tried to do, I want to focus on her personality and a bit of her background. So I decided to do that with a questionnaire. Now, I know that character questionnaires are a little bit controversial, so to speak. I actually read somewhere while I'm studying screenwriting. I'm still studying screenwriting, by the way. That character questionnaires you really shouldn't do because some of those things are just irrelevant. Which some of the things that the questioner asks are somewhat irrelevant to your story, but they're just for me, they're fun to do. So I love doing them, and it helps me understand my character more. What yeah. I mean, understand the character more than even scenarios where I don't put them in the actual story, which gives me a better sense of who they are, and what they would do. So I'm doing a question, and I actually used the same question as before because I was developing a character named Lena Cox for my BBC Sherlock fanfiction series that I'm still plotting. So I'm gonna do it again for Carson because so far it has really helped me as far as like coming up with inspiration for my characters. So if anything, my advice is if you can't think of plot lines or plot lines or anything with your characters, do things like character questionnaires that are helpful. Also, just a fair warning because I am pressed for time and ran behind. I'm only going to be on for like 2 hours. So I'm gonna try to stop at the 2 hour mark. I may be generous for more so for me to go and I had to have the chicken. I'm sorry. To maybe go another 30 minutes. So I feel like I need the extra 30 minutes. But I'm gonna try to stop at the 2 hour mark because I'm really pressed for time. Okay, this is my character questionnaire. I'm actually going to zoom in just so I can see because my eyesight is the best. As you can see now, I actually do not remember where I got this character questionnaire from. I actually like got it off. I found it on a website. I think it said the website saved. Um, I saved it as a PDF. I saved the web page as a PDF, and then just add it to my Google Doc, and then just add it to my Google Docs, so I can make copies and adjust them to my to each character I just developed. And today we're doing Carson Jones. Now Carson Jones is, let me see if I can make this bigger. I don't think so. Okay, so Carson Jones is face claimed by Coco Jones. And I know the irony of this whole CJ the whole CJ um initials. And that's one honestly I cannot say if it was intentional or not. I just so that I wanted a character named Carson. I wanted a female character named Carson. And out of the four main face claims, she seemed like the one who fits it more. Now Jones actually was her last name, and that is Coco's last name, and I kept it just because it just flows well. So her name is Carson Jones. I think she had another name. Actually, hi, welcome to the stream. Hey, Grania. I think I actually gave her another name, but forgot it because when I first created this series, well, when it was like undeveloped, I just wanted to get the names and I just put random names, and then the file I had except for them, I actually lost it. So I had to rename them. Actually, the only one who I remember was Tasha. But other than that, I lost their names and I had to come up with new ones, which it worked out well because the names. Okay. Can you be quiet? That's my Chewy. He wants his attention. Chewy, it is not Chewy time yet. He's gonna come on the stream eventually because he wants attention. But all right, the names I had worked out well. Actually, my character Trisha. uh, Hello, Choco Vixie. I'm so glad you're here. I try to actually stream around the afternoon because that's where most of the ship is. But unfortunately, because of my schedule, it's like not always viable. And mind you, I don't have that consistent streaming day, so that makes it hard. I'm trying to work on that, with scheduling, especially because I work nights, so I sleep during the day. So I'm actually working on that. But thank you for coming. Okay. I was saying Trisha, before I decided to change her name to Trisha, was actually named Charlotte. And I actually forgot why. I actually forgot why I changed that thing. It's just I think it came from I wanted a character named Trisha, and it fit her the best. So, but we're not talking about Trisha. We're going to talk about Trisha another time. Today we're talking about Carson. Okay, so I'm actually going to skip some of this for now. For now, because to me, I'm not concerned about some of the basics. The basics is important, honestly, but I don't. But I really don't think too much about them. Check them out. Well, things like name, like hold on. Alright, so of course her name is important because the character got a name. Now, some names I don't always do, but I do if I feel like I need to. If it's like important to have one. But I don't think too much about it. Nickname, should I have one for now? Date of birth. Date of birth I don't care too much about, but age, considering this is in a school setting, is important. So I'm going to say no, I'm gonna say she's a 17. She's 17 slash junior. And I'm actually for the main for I'm trying to figure out their classes now because I think um this is unofficial. Because mind you, I'm still barely through this one, but I don't know, I'm kind of considering a book two. So if I consider book two, I at least want like two out of the four to still be at school. So far, if I were to do a book two, it would be more. Tasha's that would be a book two, and it's a toss up between and Carson and Trisha. But for now, I'm gonna say Carson only because I need more time to develop her. But this is unofficial, so don't quote me. Okay, so I have the outline here, which is helpful. So I'm gonna skip to personality, and that one gets me. That's my favorite part of the questionnaire because it makes me think of like what kind of person they are. Um, I'm sorry, this is chaos. What you will. And the thing about a character is, I feel like that personality is the driving force of them as characters. So, the two things that are most important to me when it comes to characters are personality, backstory, conflict. And those are the three main things I want to talk about. Okay. Okay. Question number one reads under personality reads, what words or phrases do they overuse? I'm leaving that one blank for now because it's not important. Do they have a catchphrase? Um, again, I'm gonna leave that one blank because again, it's not important. It's not important for now, but as the story progresses, it's like it could be important later. But That's how I like these questionnaires because I like to keep an open mind about certain things. So it means she may not have these things now, but she could have them later. And so the questionnaires are like the reference point for me. And I can always go back and switch these up, especially because they're typed. Now, number three is important to the character. Are they more pessimist? Are they more optimistic or pessimist? She's pessimistic. She's pessimistic, and I'm going to explain now. I'm actually going to take a minute to write it because I cannot talk and write at the same time. I don't know why I just can't, but it is what it is. So, those of you who see my other streams, you will know that Carson had an accident. She lost her arm. Yes, this is a character creation. Well, the character has been created, but I don't know enough about her. She's very underdeveloped, so I actually want to take this stream to develop her more. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you guys do have any ideas about her if you guys have any ideas you'd like to contribute, feel free because the with Unfriendly Black Mutants still being highly underdeveloped, it is still up for. I'm still accepting contributions for now. Because once I get the actual storyline in, I have and know exactly what I want to do, the direction I want to take. Yeah. Okay, but I want to say pessimistic because of her accident. So don't write that down. And I'm just gonna add a little something because sometimes when I actually do these things, this is why I say they're great inspiration for me. I get like these little lines in my head. I get these little lines in my head, so I actually try to form that when I get them. And this is like once again a reference tool, so I can go back to this when I start the actual drafting process, which I cannot wait for. I'm going to be doing that during NaNoWriMo. So this is my unofficial NaNoWriMo announcement. The official NaNoWriMo announcement is coming in June, not June, in October. That I did not mean to do that, but that is amazing how my mind works. Like I literally just answered one question, and now I made three notes. I made a note and two quotes. And they say these questionnaires are ridiculous. Hello, Precious, and everyone else who came. Yay, Dexter's here. Okay. Hi, Precious. So the one I'm working on right now is called Unfriendly Black Mutants, and it's and I'm just doing a dedicated stream to one of my characters, Carson. Oh, okay. So, Chocolate Vixie, I can actually explain that. So I'm streaming live on both YouTube and Twitch. So some of my comments are coming from YouTube. And Precious is watching me from YouTube. Okay, Flowy, I think I know what you're trying to explain, but honestly, just doing those questionnaires does kind of have plots and ideas like flow out of my head. That's why I like using them. Now, I don't know if you were here when I said this part, but I'm going to explain it again. So, in a screenwriting class I took, they were saying that doing doing character questionnaires can be irrelevant to your character because you do not need to really know what favorite ice cream they like. I say, I say that's crazy. I was gonna say something else, but like, nah, I'm trying to keep it clean and family friendly on here. But nah, that's bullpucky. Look here, do your character questionnaires. They are actually helpful, especially if especially if you have an idea of the kind of character you want to create, and that's the best ones to do character creations on, the one that you have an idea and have an idea of how you want them, and that's like majority of the characters I have for Unfriendly Black Mutants. I have four Unfriendly Black Mutants right now. I have the idea of the kind of character I'm trying to portray. Like I even just not too long a couple of days ago on in my Zoho notebook, I actually created a character based on a character from this anime my viewer Dicer turned me on to called Ruby, which is spelled WRWBY, and as a character named Coco. And I kind of liked Coco, and Dicer explained to me that the character is based on Coco Chanel, which is turned out to be true. From when I did research, a little bit more research on this character, that Coco style was inspired by the fashion icon Coco Chanel. So I created a character that's not exactly like her, but similar, inspired by her, but my character wears a lot of Gucci. And just like Coco from Ruby, she had my character Shane has a Gucci bag that's disguised as a gun. No, a gun disguised as a Gucci bag. So, but she's a minor character, but I like her. And she has a little bit of sassiness in her. It's more so because she's one of those characters who really just like don't take a lot of stuff. And someone explained to me, someone said like, what if someone try to get like attitude with us? Like the best person I can think of, Sarah, the main antagonist. She's more of she said something like, I don't know. Okay, I don't have an idea what she said, but knowing Sarah, she said something smart, slick out the mouth. And so Shane's response would be like, a little smirk and said, see you in combat class. Basically, that's her, you know, kind of nice way to say, oh, I'll whoop your butt when I can. And if Sarah would know what's good for her, she would choose to skip combat class that day. Okay. And nothing helped. And nothing else, they help the consistency if you take too long. If you take one break. Honestly, yes. That's another thing. When I actually went like on a, I kind of sad though, because it's like quarantine. During the quarantine, I had so much time to write, and I did not use that time to write because of stuff out. But I did start doing like character things, and it kind of helped me a little bit. But I came across this one And it really started helping me, look at my characters more, develop my characters more. And so I actually fell in love with it. And I just really love these questions. These questions in particular are very helpful for me. Again, I really forgot where I got these from. Hold on. I'm gonna scroll down to see if there was like a website or something. Because I know I saved it from a website. No, there's no website. And my thing was to freeze. Okay. I still have the one like I really don't know where the website came from. Let me try to look it up right quick, but if I cannot find it, I still have like the PDF saved of where I saved it from the website. I'm really sad that I can't. I have it somewhere though. Okay, I'm still scrolling for it, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like I can find it, which I'm kind of sad about because I'm like very adamant about giving credit where credit is due, and I can't even remember where to give credit to. So I feel really bad about that. Okay, so the most I can do is like just is to send the like to drop the link to what I have. Okay. I'm sorry that the document is hard to read. Yeah, actually, let me change this a bit to see if that. Okay, I'm actually trying to. No, that's not gonna help. Okay, let me make it just try to make it bigger. Okay, it's too big. So that's better. Okay, so I don't know if that'll help you see it, but that's it. Now I still cannot find the document. I mean, I still cannot find where I originally got it from. But okay, you're welcome. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just send the what I have saved in my try. I'm gonna send that one. I'm gonna link that one in the chat It's just the basic questionnaire, but I just really cannot find where the source came from. Hmm. Wait. Hold on, give me 1 second. I actually found it. Okay. By the grace of God, I found. Hey, Dexter, hold on. Okay, there's the questionnaire, and then the website I got that from has a host of good resources, and I may actually try to use them a little bit because I've not been on that website since I got that questionnaire. Okay, honestly, character creation is more fun than actually writing a story. But so that's why I tend to actually write more character-driven stories because the characters, to me, in my opinion, always make the story. Okay, I apologize, Dacer. I was just on what you were saying about your character development. Okay, I don't want to be overdeveloped as other characters fall behind or undeveloped. Honestly, I get what you're saying. There has to be a balance, and that's what I'm kind of concerned about, even with Unfriendly Black Mutants, because it's four main protagonists, and then there's other characters who I'm creating at the same time, and I have a lot of minor characters. The minor characters that I don't think too much about, they're to me just more fun to have. So it honestly, for your story as far as character development, it's only what the story needs. Think about the need of your story. Think about the kind of story you want to tell, and go from there. For me, with Unfriendly Back Mutants, I really want to focus more on the main four protagonists, and then just a little bit on the antagonists, because the main conflict of Unfriendly Back Mutants is the protagonists versus the officials, and along with that, it's more about power dynamics and about fighting against change and things like that. And so that's kind of the main conflict of the story, but I'm also trying to kind of have each of the four protagonists have their own little sector of the story, because I'm gonna give an example because it's the most recent one I can think of. Um, this is the most recent one I can think of, but I learned from this. Um, yeah, so I learned from this. So the most recent example I can think of is the Craft Legacy. Now, so quite explain, because some people watch this know that I do come from a religious background, and I'm not gonna go too much into detail about it. Now you're free to message me about it, but I'm really not gonna go into too many details because I know how people feel about religion. So I do come from a religious background. See you later, Coco, and I mean Choco. I'm so sorry. And I'll come back whenever. Okay, so I apologize. So I come from a religious background, so I did compromise my beliefs a bit to watch The Craft Legacy. I didn't watch the whole movie because honestly it wasn't interesting to me. It just really wasn't my forte. But I watched bits and pieces with my favorite actors in that movie. So the thing about The Craft Legacy was they had interesting characters, but but it focused more on the one main person, and then just kind of left the other three basically fending for themselves. And my issue with that was that the movie was it's advertised to where it's about four girls, but it was more like one girl and her three band of followers. But the characters were so interesting, but they were not fully developed, and that's what bothers me. And so that's the kind of pitfall I'm scared to fall into with Unfriendly Black Mutants. So that is why I'm very adamant about having each character, each of the four main protagonists go through their, have their own little journey, so to speak, have their background. You know their background, you know their relationships, and along with their relationships with themselves, with each other. So that's what's important to me. And that's why I'm doing this dedicated stream. And even with that, I want to develop some of the antagonists a little bit more so they're just not there, just to be there. Okay, I'm about to introduce the character. Okay. Ooh, that okay. That one I can kind of relate to what you're talking about. 'Cause I actually just went through that same thing with my malice speak, which I finally got plotted, which means I'm going to be doing drafting and plotting streams based on that starting. Let me check my calendar because I keep forgetting. So, actually, if I manage my time correctly, I could actually do it. I actually do it tomorrow around this time. Yeah, okay, so if I can manage my time correctly, which I'm sure I can actually do a stream tomorrow for Malice. Okay. Now to answer your question, both of these have interesting kind of kind of plot. Okay, both of them have plot potential. I see. An old woman living in a hut at the top of a chicken line. Okay. That one has potential in my. This is what I'm thinking. This is plot potential I have in mind for that one. So your protagonist, be one of those little nosy kids or people or whatever, goes to check out Baba Yaga, and they're not supposed to. Now, the entity one has the potential of like, you know, maybe your protagonist is like either possessed by by Baba Yaga, or someone around them is possessed. So things like that. So they both have plotting potential, but just for that one, just go with whatever sounds the most interesting and what you think you could actually build a story around. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, send that to me in a whisper, and then when I get off the live, I can talk to you more. I can talk to you more about it. Okay. Now back to Carson. Okay, are they introverted or extroverted? That one I don't know, because I kind of think somewhat introverted, but I can see her also being a little bit extroverted because I mean, she makes friends. So so that's blank for now, because that one could change later. So I think that one blank for now. Do they ever put on air? Okay, this question I never understood. I'm gonna be honest. I never understood this question. And my answer was okay. So definition of put on airs: to act in a way that shows one think is better than other people. Um. Okay. I'm gonna go on a limb and say no. And the only reason why I'm gonna say no is because, mind you, the protagonist is supposed to be like they're supposed to be the opposite of a protagonist. Yeah, okay. My protagonist is supposed to be the opposite of the antagonist. And so that is like, it'll be against what I'm trying to build with her. Okay. What bad habits do they have? Think one I haven't taken that one yet. What makes them laugh out loud? I don't know yet. How do they display affection? I don't know. Mental handicaps. I'm gonna put this for now, but it could change. So I'm gonna say PTSD from her parents dying. Oh, I just got a little bit of background about her parents. Hold on. I just got a couple of back. I'm really trying to stay focused, but I just got a couple of background ideas for her parents. Hold on. Okay. I'm not. You know what? I'm not gonna put that there. Oh, you don't have the. Oh, okay. Now, okay. So, okay, so I was right. Okay, I'm looking for her notes, so that's kind of why I'm coming off. That's kind of why it look a little quiet, seem a little quiet. No, I can't say that. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. While I'm looking for something, no, was actually got a notification that Ariana Hook just released a video and the title. I am so already in love with that title, so I cannot wait. I cannot wait to have a chance to watch it because it'll be good. Okay, you. Okay. I knew I wasn't tripping. So I'm like, didn't I give the school a name? I knew I was tripping. Like, I know I gave the rival school a name. Okay. So if I said that, I'm gonna make a note in my Zelda notebook to create two more characters, which would be a school nurse, a school nurse, and what else? I just had that idea in my head now. Okay, school nurse. Oh, and Noel. Excuse me. Carson's a her, but yeah. Okay. So Carson does have a tragic background. Honestly, most of these characters have a tragic background. Okay, so Carson does have a tragic background. She doesn't really have a power, so to speak, but I think she may get I think I may make her empathetic. I mean, I don't know why I think that's the word, an empath. Because I decided that her mother is is an empath. I think I may make her, give her a little bit of empathic powers. But her thing is she's a little character-wise, she's a little bit more like Misty Knight with the bionic arm because she lost the arm. Okay, what ideas do you have? Okay. Power absorption. Do you think that could work with her having a do you okay, I'm asking this question and it depending on your answer, I'm gonna go with it. Do you think that could work with her having a bionic arm? Because this is what I'm thinking. If you say yes, it could work. What I'm thinking is her bionic arm has a feature where she absorbs the power, where she absorbs other people's powers, but she doesn't know that until it happens accidentally. But the only issue with that is she has to be careful because if she mixed powers, it could uh, it is not chewy time yet. Okay, hi everybody. This is my dog Chewy. This is now Chewy time. Chewy time is a segment here on this live stream where Chewy gets his 2 minutes of fame because he likes attention. Say hi to the people, Chewy. Say hi to the people. Hi to the people. Yeah. Okay. Bye, Chewy. Bye, Chewy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I was thinking like, if she absorbs too many powers, it could mess her up. But that actually might work. Okay, I'm gonna actually make a note of that. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here, but then I'm actually gonna switch over to my Zoho notebook. I don't feel like switching this. I don't feel like switching the screen, but I'm gonna go ahead and switch to. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch it anyway. Okay. Actually, no. Okay, here's the thing. I may not have a spot for that one in Black Unfriendly Black Mutants, the pheromones, but I may actually be able to use that in Malice. Okay. And the reason why I said I want to use it in Malice is because in Malice I'm going to talk about it briefly, but on the next stream I may talk about it. So but just a little brief talk on Malice. So in the comic books, Malice has this thing called the heart-shaped herb. I apologize, the heart-shaped herb. The Jafiro herb. And with the Jafiro herb, here it is. With the Jafiro herb, she kind of controls men with it, make them attracted to her, and so they can do whatever. They can do whatever they want with her. Okay. So I did look up Jessica Drew. She has a form of pheromone secretion, which is her metabolism generates certain types of pheromones that can create fear, illicit attraction, and or repulsion on others, depending upon factors which may include gender and mood. Disability can be dormant at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh my god. Okay, wait. No. Hold on. Hear me out. You so instead of having this for Jessica, I kind of want to use it something simple. And I have I may use a little bit for Malice because it's gonna have a little bit. But I also want to use it to I also want to use it for Jewel because it's like right up her alley. Okay. I don't want to make her. I don't want to make her mean, but I mean, the fear sports sound like kind of scary. I kind of like that for like Malice. So I'm going to keep note of that for Malice just a little bit. No, I have not, but I have not watched Static Shock yet. I'm actually surprised. I just don't. It's probably going to be on my list of things to watch. But I did get some of the electromagnetic power from him a bit, and I put that in the character I created called Nora King. Really, honestly, the anime you got me hooked on, Ruby, that one actually has been giving me lots of ideas. That's that's where I got some of the ideas. Like even so just to spoil it a bit for Act 3, I decided to further the I decided to further the feud by having having a tournament. And this is actually before I got to volume 3. I'm actually in the middle of volume 3 right now. And then I also wanted a character kind of like Pura. Not exactly like her, but I like the position she's in, but like being like admired, kind of put on his pedestal a bit. And a character's kind of put on his pedestal and have these high expectations because they're put on a pedestal. Get out my window. So yeah, Ruby has been giving me loads of ideas, and I'm loving every second of it. Achilles. Who is Achilles? Oh, you talking about Pyrrha? Okay. I do know. I don't honestly. I don't know half the information until you tell me about it, and I get confirmed. It gets confirmed when I research it. Like I said about Coco. Oh, just right quick because I'm really trying to keep focused on Carson. At, poor, darn ADHD. This is Shane. This one said kind of around. I was kind of was inspired by Coco. But just a quick rundown. She creates a weapon. I originally had her on the Renters because I imagine her. This is the first claim. Her name is Amanda. She's a YouTuber. She's amazing. I love her, and she's so beautiful. Now, I put her in the adapters, the sewing faction. Originally, I had her in the Renters because I imagined her like as a weapon creator. But then, because I also wanted to model her as a fashion icon, well, kind of a fashionista, I decided to make her part of the adapters who create the fighting suits. Now, if only I can learn to create fashionista outfits, I'll be good. Okay, so power. Oh, hold on. I'm not composed. Um, okay, so the inspiration for the headmistress of Woodden Academy, who is Tracy Blackwood, came from surprisingly Glinda Goodwitch. And the only reason why I say it came from the inspiration came from her is because it was that fight scene in Ruby where after they was food fighting in the cafeteria, and she just stormed in, just annoyed, and she just cleaned everything up. So my headmistress, he does not do that. However, However, Glenda's weapon did inspire me to create one for actually I'm gonna put it in the note real quick because it's on my mind. I am so sorry, Carson. This is why Carson is underdeveloped because she always taking a back burner. Okay. Okay, so she inspired Glenda's little thing inspired a weapon that I wanted to create called the attitude adjuster. And believe me, there's some students at that school who could use an attitude adjuster, if you know what I mean. You, you know what I mean? Honestly, I'm trying to find a balance between just a little bit, a balance between students and faculty. But it's mainly on the students, but I do want to get some attention to the faculty because the faculty does, play a bit of a role. Well, they all in every like store. What I do. I was adjusting my headset and I think I did something. Okay, okay, okay. Probably. Okay. Good. Okay, I'm about to write this down. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Before I write it down, I need input on it. So I'm thinking. Okay, so I'm thinking if her bionic arm can absorb other people's powers and energy, it it will further show how she's connected. Well, it's more so supposed to motivate her to connect her to be more connected with the arm and learn to work with the arm because the arm is kind of starting to connect with her as a person. It's like that's the best way I can word it. But tell me if that's feasible. Because she needs to release energy. Okay. 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 Oh, okay, okay. So you said she's sick. Now we're talking about her being an empath. Now here's the thing, as far as a plot point. So I mentioned in the other document that she and Lauren kind of have it out because yeah, she and Lauren kind of have it out because Lauren's telling her, "Look, you need to tighten up because people die." And mind you, Carson is still grieving the death of her parents. So I'm thinking that they get into a fight because of that. Which which can further I mentioned she may have a little bit of a PTSD from dealing with the loss of her parents. And then it's a little bit more because because which implied more because she's grieving, and then on top of that, with her being an empath and her absorbing those emotions, it could she kind of explodes onto Lauren because you know, Lauren said what she said is kind of the feather that broke the camel's back, so to speak. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm putting it in. Okay. Teenagers with powers. Oh my gosh, that actually makes it funnier when you think about it. When you think about it, they're all teenagers. They all are not fully able in their powers. And then on top of that, some of them have tragic backstories. Like, oh my god, wait, no. To be fair, I'm still in that line because it's awesome. Defense just whew. Okay. Okay. Sure, I'm listening. New character idea. Okay. Human brain in a robotic body. Just a brain similar to Gallic from Doctor Who in the hold on. So what I look the inspiration it does kind of give me is like it would be like a male teacher who got hurt in battle, lost his body, but was managed to be kept alive by attaching his head to a robotic. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, that's what I'm thinking, except, he still kind of has the physical head. It's just the body. I mean, it's okay. I'm picturing like a head in a jar type thing on top of a robotic body. Kind of like it's kind the picture I have in my head is like Lex Luthor, but not like so big and strong. Okay. Oh, okay. So I actually kind of like that character, and I know exactly who to create. It's just like that. Hold on. Actually, no, I have two. Actually, I have two ideas, but I'm just gonna like say this for now for later reading, and then when I get ready to create that character, then I'm going to I have two ideas. But, then I'll figure out who. Now I got her one. Ugh. Okay. Okay. So now I have three ideas of who I want to be like explain for that character. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna say that for later reading, and then I'm gonna see what I can do. Okay. So unfortunately, we are past the past. Let me see. Okay, we're like I a human. I've not thought about that one, but I do have a character. Hold on. I do have a character that that talks to animals, and she So this is Sylvia Howe. I mentioned in the last stream that she's a descendant. Well, I read on a document that she's a descendant of Arthur J. Howes, the founder of the sports, which is the sport I created called Broad Course, which is like um I gotta pull it up. Hold on. Okay, so this is a sport that combines roller derby and lacrosse. And the Rangers have created a roller skate for them to be more like rocket skate. And so she's the co-captain of the broad course team. I do have a captain, but I haven't developed him yet. And she talks to animals. She can control animals and make them do whatever she wants. Okay, so she can manipulate animals as far as like combat and mimicry. Actually, I'm gonna take this out because I didn't. I think I meant to erase this. So she could talk to animals, use them for combat purposes, and she could take on the abilities of any animal she could think of. Yeah, she is somewhat similar to Vixen. Yeah. So okay, any more questions? Okay. Uh, okay. So no, she doesn't have a totem. I haven't decided if I'm gonna give Sylvia a weapon or not. Do I give her a weapon? So far, she doesn't have a weapon, but she does play sports. So I don't know, but it is past the 2 hour. I'm actually 30 minutes over. Well, not a complete 30 minutes, but I am over my allotted time. So unfortunately, I do have to hurry up and go. And I can't say I did not get exactly where I would have liked to have been, but actually, actually, I'm further than I was before with Carson. So I'm actually going to get off when I get. I was going to put this Hold on, I'm gonna put on this little note that Dax just gave me a thing for. Okay. Okay. So I made that note, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get off. So thank you all for joining me today. I know I kind of went all over the place. Um, that was the ADHD. I do apologize, but I actually it is. I actually love brainstorming with you. You give me the best ideas, and you give the best ideas and research topics. And also, you're very good for like bouncing ideas off of like. I can't wait till I can actually do a stream with you someday. Like that would be so chaotic. That was okay. We actually gonna have to pick an off day from one of my off days so you can go for as long as I would like. But thank you all for joining my stream today. And remember, I am Maddie. I don't have a niche. I have opinions. So thank you, and have a good rest of your day, night, or wherever time you're in the world. Bye.